welcome to the Frugal Gardeners Homestead Hideaway Hangout. It is a toasty 90 degrees in here. I just opened this up a few minutes ago, so hopefully this will drop down to about 80. Haven't been in here for a couple of days, and it's time for me to start harvesting some of this red Russian kale and this lettuce. But today, this is kind of a preview of a video that I'm working on, and it's basically going to be about 7 or 8 things that you guys, well, that I am doing to get ready for the spring. And you'll see why as well when the video drops. But like I said, this is kind of a sneak peek. This is a preview of one of the things that I'm going to be focusing on. So I hope that you join me. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm the Frugal Gardener. I garden in Zone 7A in the hills of West Virginia. I live on a 4.5 acre homestead, and and I garden on about 1/4 of an acre. So I've been showing you guys these seeds, and the reason is because now is the time, believe it or not. A couple of days from now, it's going to be the first of the year. It's going to be January, and I'm sure that a lot of you are like, you know, this is way too soon. Why are you talking about seeds in January when we don't start gardening, well, most of us, until April or May? And there's a very good reason for it. Number one is because the price of seeds has risen and it's going to continue to grow. I got my first catalog already. I get between 8 and 12 of these a year. This happens to be Burpee. And yes, the prices have increased and it is noticeable. So one of the things that I suggest you guys do is buy seeds from, I believe this is Dollar General. Dollar General, every January, they put their seeds out. And you can see these are a lot cheaper. They've been $4 for $1 for a very long time. Not sure if that's going to hold. These are last year's seeds. So you can get quite a few seeds for not really a whole lot of money. Now, the problem is if you buy these now, then you're going to want to store them. You want to store them in the refrigerator. I use the deep freezer. There's a seed vault in Norway. It's called the Global Seed Vault. It's also some cases called the Doomsday Vault, where they have seeds from thousands and thousands of thousands of different types of seeds from countries all over the world. And that vault stays at a chilly minus 18 degrees. Minus 18 degrees. So that is why I keep my seeds in the refrigerator, in the freezer, or in the deep freezer. In this case, it's right where I normally keep them, because you buy them in January, then if you're not going to use them until the spring, then that's the best bet for me anyway. And the reason is because you need to keep seeds someplace that's dry, someplace that's out of the sun, which is dark, and someplace that's cold. So I brought these out because these are better for long-term storage. This is just basically cheap paper, and if this gets wet, the seeds will most likely get wet, and so there you go. That's out the window. That's gone. You know, you're end up going to have to start over. These are a little more. These seeds cost me a little bit extra, but I found that these foil packets are a lot better at keeping your seeds long term. I have had some of these seeds for a couple of years, and yes, they're still viable, they're still usable. So I don't have to go out every year and buy all new seeds like a lot of people do. A lot of gardeners, they'll wait till the spring and they'll go into Walmart or they'll go into one of the dollar stores and they'll buy their seeds. And that's perfectly fine, except for when you try to store them, you should put these in kind of a Ziploc bag, some sort of plastic bag. And this way you keep the moisture away and that doesn't disturb the coating. So your seeds will still be usable. The drop-off rate for me has been about 10% a year, which means that if you start out 100% and you wait a year, then 90% of the seeds will still germinate. You get the picture. So that's the way I normally would go. But here's the thing, going back to what I was saying about the prices, and this ties in with the storage. A lot of people will see the seeds out early and they'll wait until spring. They'll wait until March, April, and sometimes they'll wait until May. But a lot of people don't realize this. I watch other videos, other content creators that have gardening channels, and I've never seen anybody speak on this. And that's the fact that a lot of the companies that sell you these seeds do not produce their own seeds. A lot of the seeds that are sold in the United States are imported in bulk from as far away as the Netherlands, France, Belgium, Japan, Canada, Brazil, South Africa, and even Australia. That's not even all of them. That's the bulk of them, but I left a few out. But you get the picture. That's the reason why, I read this list off to you, because you need to know that the seeds that you're seeing on the shelf have come from quite a distance in most cases. And even when you do get them and they sit on the shelf, here's the other thing that's not being talked about. And that's the fact that when the seeds do when they get on display from, Walmart, Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar Store, wherever you get your seeds from, they're sitting in the heat for 3 or 4 or 5 months, maybe longer. I did a little research and found out that the average temperature in the average Walmart store is 75 degrees. 75. So those seeds are sitting there for weeks and months at 75 degrees. And I just basically told you that it's minus 18 in the vault, the seed vault. So you can see that's a drastic difference. You don't have to get, that crazy with it. But I also looked up the average temperature for seed storage. The average temperature for seed storage is between 32 degrees and 41 degrees. So anything above 41 degrees, your seeds are going to start to degrade. Your seeds are going to start to become less and less viable. Your seeds are going to germinate less. So I have seen videos where people have bought seeds, planted seeds, and posted that they didn't get any germination, or the germination sucked, and they didn't understand why. I mean, this is more than one person. These are quite a few people that have said that they purchased seeds and the seeds were no good. And I don't think I've ever really had that problem. But I thought about it while doing research for this video, and the reason, most likely, is because they sat in the heat. They probably sat in the heat for a long period of time, and when they went to plant them, I mean, they sat in the heat in transport, and they probably sat in the heat in the store, and then they sat in the heat probably in their home, and then when they got around to planting them, they ended up with something that was basically not usable. So like I said, you know, this is to get you guys motivated to get your seeds now. There is another reason why you should buy your seeds now, and that's variety. As we start moving into the spring, because these seeds come from so far away, not all of them, there are companies here in the U.S. that do produce their own seeds. So this is not universal, but there is a limited number of seeds. If, for example, if a company is purchasing seeds from South Africa or from France or Belgium, and you're getting to the point where it's mid-spring and a lot of people are buying up the favorites and you don't have what you want, you go to the store. This has happened to me in the past where certain things that you want to grow, you can't find the seeds because once they sell out, they don't replenish those seeds. They don't reorder because it takes so long to get those seeds restocked. So they just don't bother because you're going into late spring or early summer. So this is another example of what I mean when I say buying in bulk. This is the jumbo pack. These seeds here, I buy in bulk. This is also in bulk here. I buy in bulk, like I said, so I don't have to buy seeds over every year, but I also buy in bulk because I share. So I have the frugal daughter and the frugal son-in-law, who, as a matter of fact, are actually visiting here now. They're out helping me get some yard work done. So I don't want to interrupt them, but I share with them. I share with the frugal nephew, and anybody else who pretty much needs seeds or want to learn to garden. I am going to do another video on why people are going to have to know how to garden because of the prices, but that's another story. Right now, I'm focusing on the savvy gardener, things that the savvy gardener is doing now. And like I said, this is just one of about 7 or 8 things that I'm going to go over. So if you guys are not subscribed, I'm asking you to do that now and pass this information on to your friends and family because this is going to save you money. I'll tell you right now, and I don't usually make statements that are absolute, but the things that are going to be in this upcoming video, it's going to save you guys money and you'll thank me later. So that's it for right now. The video that I spoke of is going to be out in a couple of days. So please subscribe and hit the notification bell. This way you'll get the notification as soon as the video drops. I'm the Frugal Gardener. Remember what I always tell you guys, when you grow your own food, you'll always know where it comes from. So enjoy your day. Go out and grow something. I'll see you in a couple of days.